Her name was Vhalara, and on the volcanic world of Drav'kon Prime, she was known by many names: the Titaness of Fire, the unapproachable one, the Queen of Heat, standing over 9 feet tall. Her scales shimmered with molten crimson, like cooled magma hiding rivers of fire beneath. Her eyes burned amber gold, twin suns that could melt steel. The very air around her shimmered with heat, and she was lonely. Among her kind, the Drav'konian Fireborn, a warrior species adapted to survive on worlds where lava rivers replaced oceans, beauty was power. But Vhalara's power went beyond beauty. Her heat output was lethal to most males of her race, her strength unmatched, her aura of flame unending. No suitor dared touch her. Many had tried to court her, drawn by her royal bloodline and unmatched combat record in the interstellar wars. Each one had lasted minutes before collapsing from the heat or being incinerated accidentally when her emotions flared. So, she had given up. Vhalara, commander of the Drav'konian Third Fleet, ruler of Flame District 9, stopped attending the mating convocations. She buried herself in war and duty. Her heart cooled into ash until the day a human walked into her command chamber, uninvited, unafraid, and with a smile that melted even the Queen of Fire. His name was Captain Elias Ward, human, Terran, average height, average build, unarmored. By all logic, he should have combusted within seconds of stepping foot on Drav'kon Prime's surface. But the humans had a reputation: resourceful, reckless, stubborn beyond reason. Elias wore an experimental heat-resistant exosuit, its cooling gel system humming faintly as he stood before Vhalara's throne of obsidian and flame. When the chamber doors opened, every Drav'konian soldier stopped breathing. The Titaness herself looked up, molten light flickering across her eyes. "Human," she said, her voice a thunderous rumble that shook the pillars. "You stand in my presence without permission. Do you wish to die?" Elias smiled. That was the first thing that stunned her. He didn't flinch, didn't bow, didn't show the trembling fear every other being did when faced with her heat. Instead, he simply said, "Actually, I was hoping to talk." The guards bristled, their plasma spears charging. Vhalara raised a clawed hand, silencing them. Her curiosity flickered, a spark in the cold emptiness she'd nurtured for years. "You have 3 breaths before you vaporize, Terran." Elias nodded. "Then I'll make them count." He looked straight into her eyes, unblinking. "I came to negotiate peace between our worlds." The Drav'kon-human war had raged for 8 years. Both sides had lost millions. The humans wanted a ceasefire. The Drav'konians wanted total submission. Vhalara had never lost a battle. Her war fleets carved through Terran colonies like a knife through silk. But the humans were different. They kept coming back. No matter how much fire she unleashed, no matter how much destruction she rained down, they refused to burn out, and now one of them stood in front of her. Alone, smiling, "Peace," she murmured, her voice lowering to a simmer. "Your species declares peace after you torch our mining worlds." He didn't back down. "And you destroyed 3 of our colonies. So, maybe we're even." Her eyes narrowed dangerously, and for a heartbeat the air turned molten. His suit beeped in alarm. "You mock me, human," he shrugged. "You started it." The chamber froze, not literally, for that was impossible here, but in stunned silence. No one had ever spoken to the Fire Queen like that, and for the first time in a century, she laughed. It was a deep, rumbling sound that made the lava rivers outside ripple. "Very well, Captain Elias Ward. You amuse me. Sit, if your fragile body can handle the heat." The days that followed were strange. Elias stayed on Drav'kon Prime longer than any human before him. He negotiated, argued, debated, and somehow made her laugh more than anyone in living memory. He was bold, reckless, and endlessly curious. He asked her questions no one dared. What's it like being able to melt armor just by glaring? Do Drav'konians actually eat lava?
Has anyone ever hugged you, your radiant heatness?
That last one earned him a glare so intense the air shimmered, but he didn't stop smiling. He told her stories of Earth, of oceans and rain, of snow that fell from the sky like cold ash. He showed her hollow footage of forests, animals, laughter, and she, in turn, shared her world with him. She showed him the lava forges where her people shaped ships in molten rivers. The fire gardens where crystal plants grew in heat, no human could survive. And at night, when the twin moons turned the molten seas gold, she spoke of her loneliness. "I was born too strong," she said one night, her voice softer than flame. "Every mate I've ever touched has burned. My people revere me, but no one dares come close. I am worshipped, but never loved." Elias watched her silhouette flicker in the heat haze. Then he said gently, "Maybe they were looking at the fire, not the woman inside it." Her heart skipped a beat. No Drav'konian male had ever said anything like that. Weeks passed. The peace talk stalled, but the bond between the Fire Queen and the human deepened. He teased her. She threatened to incinerate him. He brought her Terran sweets sealed in heat-proof packaging. She gave him a molten crystal dagger as a gift. Rumors spread through the fleet, whispers that the Queen of Fire was falling for a human, and maybe she was. But then came the day of the Accord Summit, when the Drav'konian High Council arrived to evaluate the treaty. They found Elias standing beside Vhalara at the negotiation table, his presence drawing scandalized gasps. "What is this, Vhalara?" hissed Counselor Korvac. "You let a lesser species speak beside you?" Elias opened his mouth to answer, but Vhalara's voice cut through the chamber like a blade of flame. "He stands because he earned it," Korvac sneered. "You shame your ancestors. Are you bonded to this creature?" Silence. Even the lava outside seemed to pause. Elias felt her eyes on him, searching his face for an answer she couldn't give. He stayed still, his chest tight. Then, slowly, Vhalara rose from her throne. Her massive wings of molten metal unfurled and the temperature spiked. "I am not ashamed," she said, her voice shaking the ground. "This human saw me, not as a monster, not as a goddess, but as me. If that offends the council, they may test my fire." Flames erupted from her palms, swirling like living serpents. The council fled in terror. Elias, however, just stood there, smiling again. "You really know how to end a meeting," he said. Vhalara's laughter echoed like thunder. That night, she came to him. The air between them shimmered with unbearable heat. "You should not stay here," she whispered. "My fire will kill you." Elias stepped closer, eyes locked with hers. "Then we'll find a way to make it work." He lifted a hand, and for a moment the heat was unbearable. But he didn't pull back. He touched her scaled cheek, his glove smoking, her eyes widened. "Elias, I'm not afraid of you," he said softly. "Not your power, not your fire. Because I see the woman behind it, and she's worth burning for." Her control faltered. Flames flared around her, but this time they didn't destroy. The air shimmered with light and color, like auroras born of molten love. For the first time in her life, someone had touched her without dying. The next morning, the accord was signed. Drav'kon Prime and the Terran Union declared peace. Trade routes opened. War ended, and though official reports said Captain Elias Ward returned to Earth, whispers spread through both civilizations, whispers that the human who smiled at the Queen of Fire never left her world, that he stayed by her side, learning to live in her heat, building a home within a volcanic palace, that the Fire Queen, once unapproachable, was seen walking the lava gardens hand in hand with a man in a shimmering silver suit. And sometimes, when the twin moons rose over Drav'kon Prime, witnesses swore they saw a tall crimson figure and a human silhouette standing together at the edge of the molten sea. Fire and flesh. Two impossibilities bound by something far stronger than fear. Love, epilogue. Centuries later, Drav'konian historians would call it the Flame Accord, but the story that endured was smaller, more personal. The tale of a woman too powerful to be touched, and a man too stubborn to back away. A legend passed through generations, that sometimes even a star can fall in love with a spark that dares to reach it.